All right, number 3. So the first thing we do is label our X and Y. Then we need to label our shape. So A, B, C, and D. The number 3 gives us our directions, and it says right to, up to. So I'm going to start with A. I'm going to go to the right to and up to. Here's my new point. I'm going to label it. What am I going to label it? Melissa? Prime. A prime. So then I go to B. I'm going to go right to, up to. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to put my point and label B prime. I'm going to go to C. I'm going to go right to and then up to, put my point, and then label. What am I going to label it? Rena? C prime. And then the last one is D. I'm going to go right to and then up to, and then put a point, and I'm going to label it what? D prime. Good, David. Thank you. So D prime. Then I need to connect, draw my lines to make my shape. So my black is my pre-image. My red is my image, my new shape. And I label it with prime, A-I-B-I-C-I-D-I. Okay, the little comma up top is called prime. So my rule, what's my rule going to be for this? So X moved to the right. So is that add or subtract? Add. So we added 2, and then we went up. So Y, do you think that's add or subtract? Add. Oh, whoops. I need to fix that. So it should say X plus 2, Y plus 2. Process. Ta-da! There we go. So X plus 2, we went to the right. That means we're adding. And then Y, we went up. So that means we're adding. All right, we have 2 more practice problems together, and then it'll be your turn to go and do your discussion. On Thursday, I need you to pay attention because on Thursday, this is what your assignment is going to be like. Okay, but you're going to be drawing it yourself on the Pear deck and labeling it and following the steps, okay? All right. The first thing I do is I label my X and Y. So I have my X, and then I have my Y. Then I need to label my shape. So A, B, and C. Then it says translate. So what does the word translate mean? Slide. Slide. How do you know that it means slide? Okay, because the sign, slide, translate, or SL inside the word says SL. And that helps you remember that it means slide. So this one says right 0, up 5. So we're not going to be moving it left or right because it says 0. But we're going to go up 5. So we're going to start at A. We're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to label it what? A prime. A prime. Okay. Then we're going to go to B. We're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to label it what? B prime. B prime. And then last we have C. We're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put our point. And we're going to label it C prime. Then we need to connect our lines. And now we have our new shape. So what was the rule that we followed for this one? Good, David. So David said X. We added 0. And then what about Y? We went up or down?
No, I mean on the
Up. So that means add or subtract. Add how many? What?
5.
5.
Oops, yeah. That looks like a 6 to me.
So here's our rule. We counted 5 each time.
Oh, I look like a 6.
So X comma Y, we're translating it to X plus 0 comma Y plus 5. All right, last one. So we're going to label our X and our Y. We're going to label our shape, A, B, C, and D. Then the directions say translate to the left 3, down 0. So we're going to start with A. We're going to go left 3, 1, 2, 3, put our point, and we're going to label it A prime. Then we're going to do B. 1, 2, 3, put our point, label it B prime. We're going to go to C. We're going to go left 3, 1, 2, 3, put our point. We're going to label it C prime. And then D, 1, 2, 3, put our point and label it D prime. Then we need to connect our points to make our shape. So our black is our pre-image. Our red is our image, our new location for our shape. We translated it to the left 3, down 0. So what's our rule? In the chat, I want you to type the rule that you think. So what rule did we follow? How do you know subtract?
Because 0 stands for down, we went down, and then 3 means to go up.
What word?
Down, left for that.
Good. So the rule that we followed, x comma y, x subtract 3 comma y plus 0. You could say subtract 0, that's fine, it doesn't matter. But, or it could just be y. Good. All right, there's one more. Do you want to practice one more or are you fine? David's fine? Okay. All right, well, the girls are saying one more. Okay. So we label our x and y. Then we label our shape A, B, C, and D. Our directions say to the left 4, down 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1. Here's our point. We're going to label A prime. And we go to B, left 4, down 1. Point, label B prime. We're going to go to C. Put our point, C prime. We're going to do D, left 4, down 1. Put our point, and then label D prime. We need to connect our points to make our shape. What rule did we follow? In the chat, I want you to type, what rule did we follow? Good. So our rule was x comma y did a transformation and it became x subtract 4 comma y subtract 1. Good. All right. So your assignment now is to go to our discussion. I want you to answer the question. So what happens to our shape in a translation? What happens? It slides which way? There were 4 ways that we said. Left, right, up,
down,
or down. All right, type in your discussion and that's it.
Finally,